3 a.m. You know this time, don't you? You know the feeling of waking at this exact hour, your chest heavy, your breathing shallow, your mind circling back to memories you thought you'd buried. This isn't just insomnia. This is your body, your soul, asking to be heard. And I want to tell you something tonight that can change how you carry this. The healing can begin right now. Waking. The heaviness. The childhood wounds that keep replaying, they don't have to control you forever. Something can shift tonight, and it can keep unfolding gently in the days after. But before we go further, I need you to understand something. You keep looking for a sign that this is real. You keep asking for proof that healing is possible for you. The stillness you feel right now, the quiet settling in your chest, that can be your sign. So let's stop overthinking it. Let's just receive. My child, I know when you wake. I'm there at 3 a.m. I feel your chest tighten. I notice your breathing change. I know the moment the memory surfaces. It's often the same, isn't it? The flash. The sudden awareness of something from your past that still has a grip on you. Something you experienced when you were small, when you were vulnerable, when you couldn't protect yourself. And now, as an adult, you're still waking at the same hour. Your nervous system still remembers. Your body still reacts. Your child self still calling out for safety. I see it. I see you lie there in the darkness, wondering why you can't just move past this. I see you frustrated with yourself for still carrying it. I hear the quiet question underneath it all, why can't I just heal? I want you to hear something that might surprise you. This isn't weakness. This is your soul, finally, being honest with you. The 3 a.m. wakings may not be punishments. They can be invitations. Your child self may finally be brave enough to speak, now that some part of you feels safe enough to listen. That's why I'm here tonight. That's why you're listening at this exact moment. The heaviness you carry from childhood doesn't have to stay the way it's always been. It can begin to loosen, starting now. Let me speak to what happened. Not the specific event, but the impact it left behind. When you were young, something occurred that told you, you're not safe. Or, you're not worthy. Or, the world is dangerous. Or, you have to earn your value. Or, your needs don't matter. Your child self received a message, and that message became a quiet foundation, one you may not have chosen but still built on. Since then, some of your relationships, your decisions, your moments of self-doubt, may trace back to that original wound. You may have learned to overthink because if you analyzed enough, maybe you could prevent another hurt. You may have learned to seek constant reassurance because, somewhere inside, you didn't fully trust your own knowing. You may have learned to minimize your own needs because you believed they were a burden. These patterns made sense once. They protected you when you needed protection, but you're not just surviving anymore. You're trying to live. And these old patterns can start to feel heavier than they're worth. The 3 a.m. wakings may be your body trying to bring this into the light. Your soul, gently insisting, it's time. The protection you needed then, you can offer yourself now. The voice you needed to hear, you can start to hear now. Tonight, something in that pattern can begin to change, not by forcing it, not by thinking positive or bypassing the pain, but by finally allowing it to be felt, and slowly, allowing it to be released. The heaviness in your chest when you wake is not your fault. It may simply be the start of something moving. I want to speak about something that's been keeping you stuck. You've likely been trying to think your way out of your pain, analyzing what happened, searching for lessons, reframing it, looking for one more sign that you're healing. Here's what's worth understanding. Childhood pain doesn't only live in your thinking mind. It lives in your body, in your nervous system, in the parts of you that logic alone can't fully reach. So when you spend hours analyzing your past, or searching for another sign that confirms you're on the right path, some of that energy gets pulled away from where the real work happens. That real work often happens in stillness. In the moment you stop fighting it and start feeling it. In the quiet space where your child self can finally be comforted instead of managed. I know you're tired. I know you've read the books, tried the therapies, done real work, and you're still waking at 3 a.m. sometimes. That doesn't mean you failed. Healing rarely moves in a straight line. Tonight, I'm asking you to ease off the overthinking, just for these next few minutes. Stop analyzing. Stop seeking more proof that you deserve healing. Instead, let the stillness in your heart remind you of something you may already know underneath it all. You are worthy of healing. Not because you earned it. Not because you've done enough work. But simply because you exist, and because I say so. That stillness settling in you right now, that quiet steadiness, that can be your sign. I want to invite you to do something gently, right now. Picture your child self. The one who experienced the pain. The one who has been waking at 3 a.m., trying to get your attention all these years. See that child. Remember how small they were. How vulnerable. How little power they had over what was happening around them. I need you to hear something important. That child was not responsible. That child did not deserve what happened. That child was never to blame. If it feels right, say it quietly, even just in your mind. I was a child, and what happened to me was not my fault. For a long time, your child self may have carried shame that was never theirs to carry, guilt for things that adults did, blame for circumstances entirely beyond their control, and your adult self may have kept carrying it forward without realizing it. Tonight, I'm inviting you to try something. Gently, compassionately, turn toward that child inside you and offer them the words they needed from the beginning. I see you. I hear you. I believe you. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm here now, and I want to help you feel safe. You can rest for a while. When you offer your child self even a little of what they were missing, something can begin to shift, slowly, in how the 3 a.m. feels. The heaviness may start to lighten, even if only a little at first. Because healing rarely comes from fully understanding your past. It often comes from finally giving your child self the safety and love they were denied. I'm here to sit with you in that. Let me gently share what the days ahead might look like, so you're not caught off guard. You might still wake at 3 a.m. sometimes, but something may feel different. Instead of panic, it might feel more like a quiet sadness, finally allowed to surface instead of being pushed down. What's often happening is that pain gets locked away for a long time. It sits in the body, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be witnessed. Tonight, that door can start to open, gradually. What comes up might be tears. It might be anger. It might be grief, or just a tired kind of relief. If your body wants to release something, try not to run from it. Let it move through you, at whatever pace feels bearable. In the days ahead, you may notice memories surfacing you'd forgotten, or patterns in your relationships and how you treat yourself that connect back to that original wound. This can be part of healing. There's no need to force it or analyze every piece right away. Let it come at its own pace, and if it ever feels like too much, please know that a counselor or therapist can be a steady, real-world companion alongside this. The 3 a.m. wakings may shift slowly over time. Some nights might feel harder as things surface. Some nights may feel unexpectedly peaceful. That unevenness is normal, not a sign you're doing it wrong. You're not walking through this alone. I'm with you at 3 a.m. I'm with you in the dark. I'm with you, one night at a time. There's something only you can do here. Something I can't do for you. I can open a door, but you have to be willing to walk toward it, in your own time. I can offer love and presence, but you have to choose to let it in, even a little. That small choice matters, and it can start tonight. The question isn't complicated, even if it isn't easy. Are you willing to keep carrying this exactly as you have been? Or are you willing to start setting a little of it down? What if tonight you quietly said, even just to yourself, this burden was never fully mine to carry alone. I'm willing to start putting some of it down. I'm open to healing. That willingness matters more than getting it perfect. Healing is rarely a single moment. It's usually a return, again and again, to choosing yourself a little more each time. I'm not asking you to pretend the past didn't happen. I'm asking you to stop letting it be the only voice in the room. To slowly reclaim a little more freedom, night by night. Tonight, this is my invitation. Choose yourself, even in a small way. Trust the stillness a little. More than the overthinking, just for tonight. As we close, Scripture offers a steady anchor for what we've spoken about tonight. Be still, and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10. That stillness you felt tonight isn't nothing. It can be a quiet form of knowing. And this too. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Psalm 147 verse 3. Not instantly, not by force, but gently, over time, the way real healing tends to work. If tonight's words met you somewhere real, you're welcome to comment the word still below. Not as a ritual or a requirement, just as a small way of marking that something in you is choosing to keep going. There's no pressure in this. Take only what genuinely helps. If this kind of message has been helpful to you, and you'd like more like it, you're welcome to subscribe to this channel. Not out of obligation, simply if it serves you. And if you know someone who wakes at 3 a.m., who carries childhood weight quietly, who overthinks whether they deserve to heal, you're welcome to share this with them. Sometimes, the simplest thing you can offer someone is, you are not alone in this. Wherever you are in your own healing, please know that real, ongoing support, whether that's a trusted friend, a counselor, or a community, can walk alongside a message like this one. This video is a moment of comfort and reflection, not a replacement for the care a real support system can offer. Tonight, as you close your eyes, know this: your child self is being gently held. Your nervous system can begin to settle, even if slowly. The heaviness doesn't have to define you forever. The 3 a.m. wakings can begin, in their own time, to transform. The overthinking can begin to quiet. You are worthy of healing. You are worthy of peace. You are allowed to take this one night at a time. I am with you. In the darkness. In the stillness. In the slow, real work of healing. Tonight, a little more freedom can begin.